like I kind of only decided to do this on a whim, and now I feel I've learned so much. Like I actually, like I didn't even know, like well I knew what a contraction was, but I didn't connect it. Like that's so basic, and why did I not know that already? So anyway, and again, maybe in the antenatal class they go through all that. I don't have that till October, but I just feel it's really useful kind of information, because you can just make more informed choices, which I think is a good thing. Were you scared, Alan?
No.
Yeah, from hearing all that.
Sure, it's a bit weird. The hypnobirthing title put
it sounds hippie.
It sounded like it was going to be crystals.
So I think she comes with crystals, I'm out of here.
But it's not like
no, it was really practical, good advice, and even like so many people I know have been induced, and I didn't know the levels of it. I didn't know that oxytocin was so like kind of horrific, I guess. I didn't know that. So
and part of it, like, even still, like, you have to, like, she's not medically qualified.
Yeah.
Still, like, so part of me is still taking what she's saying with a pinch of salt.
I knew that you were doing that. I knew, but I do. I think it's like there's parts of it, like anything. I think there's parts of it you'll take, and then there's parts of it that you'll say, okay, maybe that part's not for me, or you know, whatever.
The farmers do know when something's wrong, but I suppose modern dairy farmers are so big, like they see hundreds of them every year, like, so they know straight away, but they get it wrong too, I suppose.
And I suppose it's a baby, isn't it, as well now?
That's like, more important.
Like it's, you know, if you lose a calf, like it's not a good thing, but like it's not the end of the world. Like if you lose a baby and you feel that it's your fault because you did something wrong, like that's would be very hard to obviously deal with.
So has it influenced your thinking in terms of how you're going to do things, or?
I think like I would have been 100% against having a C-section. So I'm so surprised that she said that she would choose a section over oxytocin. That I still would think, oh, I wonder if I'd risk taking the oxytocin. I don't like the idea of my stomach muscles being cut open, I suppose, but you know. But
like the other one is so artificial, like.
Yeah, I know.
The inducement is so artificial, like you'd think that the more natural it is, the better.
Yes. Yeah.
You'd hope.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But even now, like with the ball, like those little exercises, that breathing, like they're all practical things I can actually do from now till I give birth. So like that's for me, it's something I can actually do. So, you know, I feel like I can actually put that into place. And that may help. Or it may not help, but sure, it's not going to do me any harm to try it. Right? I kind of was thinking, 10 till 4, what the hell could we be doing? But there's so much even, that's why I had to take her pencil and start making notes, because I thought there's little things that I might forget, and you know, it's good to have them.
It is like, but you'd be kind of saying, you're kind of shitting yourself, like, because you know so little.
Yeah, I know. It kind of does show you how little you know, doesn't it? About something that you're going to go through.
To read more than one book.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think she's right, like there's so much focus on pregnancy and what you should do during pregnancy, and then there's so much focus on how you're going to feed the baby, you're going to bottle feed, you're going to breastfeed, all this, and the labour is completely, you know, and you go into labour and you have the baby. It's like, that's it. But all of this stuff, like, you know, there's not a whole lot of focus on this part of it, which is obviously a really important part. So
if you're more educated, but she's educating me on all the things that are going to go wrong, all the things not to do.
Yeah. But I think, you know, the important thing if things go wrong is for you to know what to do about it, because I probably won't be able to do anything. That'll be, I don't know, an emotional wreck.
I suppose you don't know. You have such a short window then to make a decision. Like, it's not like buying a house or something. You can think about it for a few weeks. Like, you have a few minutes or a few hours just to, and it can be, if get it wrong, like it's disaster.
Well, there can be disastrous consequences. But I suppose, you know, again, in that situation, all of this could go out the window. Do you know what I mean though? Like, you have to take on board medical advice you're given as well, you know, like you have to be smart about these things too.